I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Hey y'all, it's Kay from the Literary Apothecary, and welcome back to another bi-weekly reading vlog. This is for the week of October 9th to the 23rd, if I do my math correctly. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So far I don't really have much to update about. This weekend I binged the rest of Razorblade Tears. I don't remember if I updated that or not last week. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, and I just put up a review for this, so you'll see that by the time you see this video. I absolutely loved it. It was, on the surface, it is a murder mystery thriller, but just underneath that, it's a book about acceptance and love, and it was just so well written, and the audiobook was so well done that I can't wait to read more of S.A. Cosby's books. So starting this week off, I will be hopefully maybe finishing up Lord John and the Brotherhood of the Blade. This is so far my favorite Lord John book. It has that Outlander feel to it. We get Outlander references, and it just is really, really well written. I just started last night Gears of War, the first book in the Gears of War series, called Aspho Fields. This is a new series that I'm doing thanks to John about video game books. So this is a series of books about one of John's favorite video games, the Gears of War. This is a prequel to the video game series, so information in this book is not information that you might get directly through the video games, but it talks about characters that you have met in the video games, I believe. So I just started this. I'm interested to see. I've only made it through the prologue so far, and I was a bit confused, but I'm interested to see how they'll pick that up in the main text of the book. I am making my way through Guns of the Dawn, which I am enjoying so much. This is like Jane Austen meets, military fantasy, and it is just absolutely fantastic. I'm enjoying this writing style, the prose of Adrian Tchaikovsky in this book so much. I'm also making my way through, of course, the illustrated edition of Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets with Leslie at the Nerdy Narrative. We're having a good time going through these illustrated editions. So that's it for now, and I'll check in with y'all again soon. Bye. Hey y'all, checking in again for our bi-weekly updates. I'm not sure when the last time I checked in again, so some of this stuff may be repeated, and I'll just cut that out if that's the case. So first, let's say hello and welcome to some of our new subscribers. We've got Vadinia Silverscribed and Are. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for subscribing. It really means the world to me, because without you, I'd just be sitting here talking to myself. So thank you. Also, we have a new patron now. Caitlin, thank you for your support and your friendship. It really means the world to me. Now let's talk about some books that I finished since I last checked in. I finished Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. This one I gave 5 out of 5 stars. I thought this was so well written. You've got real gritty characters that make you feel things. And I have a review up already on my channel for that, so I will link that down in the description below. We've got Lord John and the Brotherhood of the Blade. I also gave this one 5 out of 5 stars. I thought this one was very well written. This one felt the most like Diana Gabaldon's writing to me, the most like our original Outlander series, and I loved seeing the mystery threaded into Lord John's life. So you get Lord John's private and public life with this mystery that he's trying to solve of his father. Speaking of Lord John, I also finished Lord John in the Hand of Devils. This one I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. This was comprised of 1 short story and 2 novellas. My favorite out of the 3 was Lord John and the Haunted Soldier, which was the last novella that in this collection. I thought that one felt the most complete and the most organized. The others kind of felt a little bit jumbled in. But in this collection, you have supernatural, military history, and of course, Lord John's personal and professional lives threaded in among the stories. And then the last book that I finished is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the illustrated edition, of course. This one I gave 4 out of 5 stars because although most of the illustrations I absolutely loved, I was disappointed with how few they were. It felt like some of the scenes in this book would have been brilliant in illustration, and we just didn't get them for that. It felt like we got less illustrations in this edition than we did in the Sorcerer's Stone. And also, let me just show you one of them. I felt like the illustration of Dobby, or Dobby, however you want to pronounce it, was disappointing. Very, very disappointing to me. It felt like, really, that's how you're going to portray Dobby? Like, look at this. This is supposed to be Dobby, and while I can see the resemblance of it, I am just like, that, I feel like it does that character a little bit of disjustice. So that's why I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I still truly enjoyed the story. The nostalgia of everything came right back to me. It just felt like more could have been done with the illustrations. Now, because there's been so much going on, I'm going to talk briefly about the books that I'm currently reading now, just so you guys have an idea. Guns of the Dawn by Adrian Tchaikovsky. This one I'm really, really enjoying. This is going to be a 5-star read for me. This is like Jane Austen meets military fantasy. Though it's less like fantasy and more like historical fiction, there is some fantasy in there with some magical elements, but it reads more like historical fiction than fantasy. And I absolutely love it. I love our characters. I love the story. I love the military action. Everything about it I just absolutely love. I'm also doing a buddy read with Christy at Christy Lewis Dostoevsky in Space, and we're reading Lord Jim by Joseph Conrad. This is about a British seaman who is trying to come to terms with things that his crew did to the ship's pilgrim passengers traveling to meet Mecca. I am coming to the end of Aspho Fields, which is a science fiction book based off of the Gears of War video games series. This one is the prequel to it all, so we're getting the story behind the story. And I'm enjoying, now that I'm used to the writing style and the characters, I'm enjoying it a lot more than I was at the start. And then the last book that I'm currently reading is Bruno, Chief of Police, which was my Patron pick of the month for October, picked by my very good friend Stacy. I'm listening to the audiobook, and that's narrated by Robert Ian Mackenzie, and I am enjoying this so much. I started it yesterday while I was driving out to my sister's for my niece's birthday party, and I love Bruno so far. He is absolutely fantastic. He's the only policeman for 10 years and the chief of police in this little French town. He has a gun, but he doesn't use it. He has the power to arrest, but he doesn't. But then a crime happens that shakes Bruno's town. So now I'm going to find out what happens now that the crime has been revealed. And I won't tell you what the crime is because I feel like that would give away spoilers since I'm several chapters in now and it's only just been revealed. But so far I'm really, really enjoying Bruno, Chief of Police. Hey, so checking in one more time. So first and foremost, let me do my Booktuber highlight because I forgot to do that last week and I feel so bad. This week I'm talking about one of my very good friends, Stephanie at Miss Richards Reads. Now, Stephanie is absolutely amazing. She reads a lot of fantasy, classics, some science fiction, romance, but she's most known in at least our little corner of BookTube for reading the cozy mysteries, and she shares those titles and those covers with us, and they are absolutely hilarious. So if you haven't already, go check out Miss Richards Reads. I will link her channel down below. She is absolutely fabulous and deserves all of the support. Now, this morning I finished Aspho Fields, which was the prequel, book 1 in the Gears of War series. Tonight, this weekend maybe, I'll be moving on to book 2, which is Jacinto's Remnant. And I am really looking forward to this because now book 2 will get into the it'll get into the actual game series. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm also going to be making my way, continuing through Guns of the Dawn, and that I'm hoping to finish this weekend or early next week. I've got the audiobook of Bruno, Chief of Police going, and I'm hoping to finish that this weekend. And I also am still going strong on Lord Jim. I haven't had much time to read that lately because work has been so busy, but I'm hoping that now that things are starting to slow down a little bit, I will have more time for that. So that's my bi-weekly check-in. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite reading moment from the last 2 weeks? What are you looking forward to reading the most next week? As always, my Patreon and my Discord information will be in the description below. There's no pressure to join either, but we have a ton of fun at both. Keep reading, and I love y'all to the moon and back. Bye.